All right, so today's video, we are watching a gold Brig who said this is just classic gold peak Brig moments and their tank overextends. That's what I got for you. So apparently this is exactly what you expect from your Brigs in your gold games. Is that what's happening? I don't know. We'll find out. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like the video. It's video time. All right, here we go. Let's see how peak gold Brig is, according to the player that has submitted this. Oh, they also said their tank overextends. I think I said that too. I don't remember. I did listen. It was an intro. Okay, good job procking Inspire. Remember, for anybody new to Brig and trying to get better at Brig, the main part of your kit, well, actually, Brig has such a good kit now, but the main part is proc and Inspire. So when you proc Inspire, how do you do that? By hitting them with your flail, by hitting them with your bash now, I think, in Overwatch 2. Pretty much anything that does damage will proc that Inspire for you, and that will AoE heal everybody around you. Right now, every time you hit, like, every time you're doing damage to the mortar, guess what? That procs heals. If they're obviously in LOS and all of that, that's what that does. Armor packs also burst heal, which is why, if you ever noticed how, we'll talk about how good, like, Brig is, it's because the burst heal on the armor packs also keeps your teammates alive really easily because you burst heal and also heal them after. Which is why, like, the on a Brig comp is very unkillable, if played correctly, if the Brig just uses their cooldowns. So far, everything's fine here. This is just your team's rolling, and that's where I'm at. Don't run in circles. I want you to stick with your team. I'm gonna point something out here because right away you were already referencing how your Zarya was overextended or your tank was overextended. That is not gonna be on you. I mean, sorry, excuse me. That's not on your Zarya. Your Zarya was keeping the map control while you decided to run around in a circle. See this? You just did this. You ran around in a circle. You saw the Mei, yeah? Ping the Mei. Stay with your tank. Stay with your other support. Don't worry about that Mei right there. All right? Work with your team. Ping them. And let your teammates know that the Mei is there, but you just ran around in circles doing nothing. That, once again, goes back to... I definitely try to get people more in the habit of using the ping system because it helps. It doesn't mean that people will always listen to your pings, but at least gives an opportunity for your pings to be seen. Alright? I'm always streaming so early where you live. I mean, I wake up at like 6 a.m. now. So I can do my work in the morning. Go in. Now listen. Now, I'm not saying that grab is ideal, okay? But, like, you're just sitting there. You see what I mean? This goes back to some of the stuff we've talked about, where, like, players will talk about how their teammates are overextended all the time, and what are they doing? You just sat there on the cart doing absolutely nothing, right? And I'm not saying that was a perfect grab by any means, but you didn't even give that play an opportunity to have a chance. At no point did you give that play to have an opportunity. And then, after you don't even give the play to have an opportunity, you pop your Brig out. Now, do you win the fight? I don't know, but, like, think about the whole process that just happened right there, when you could have easily been there with your Zarya, popped your ult sooner, and maybe won the team fight. Instead, now it's going to be a 4v5. Now, granted, Brig ult is one of the best ults in the game, but we'll see what happens. So do you see that? Keep in mind, your tank is playing aggressive, and I'm not disagreeing with that aspect, but that also means that you can play with your tank and become almost unkillable. When I have a good Brig and a Brig that's working with me, unless they're playing without a Brig, of course, it can go really well. Keep in mind, that works a little bit more when I'm on Sigma, but Zarya, it can be the same opportunity here. Okay, so now you're... So just so I understand this correctly, your tank is the aggressive one, right? Just so I can understand that. I like how you go from hiding behind the cart, not going in, to being in front of your whole team. Small doorway. Drop Ashen out. Walk Inspire. Shield up for a second. They might get you just because of the Mei ult. That's going to be on you being aggressive and not recognizing that your teammates are in the Mei ult. So what you want to do there is after you get the elim, you want to back up a second, work with your team rather than try to go for a Orisa right in front of you. So they shield bash like 3 walls. I mean, we've all been there. Okay, so let's see what happens. Did you enjoy your tour of Midtown right there? I hope you enjoyed the stairs they had, the high ground. I mean, yeah, their armor pack usage is a little bit aggressive. It hasn't quite been an issue, though, so I'm not prioritizing it, but yeah, I mean, you definitely can save your armor packs a little bit more based off of the situation. That's going to be an ultimate. Yeah, I was just going to say. Good luck. Okay, so far, there's a lot of you don't know what you want to do, so you end up doing nothing, or you run around in circles. I'll give you kind of a default way to play this when you have an Ana. Stay with your Ana. Just for now, work with your Ana. If your Zarya plays aggressive, go with your Zarya if you want to. Those are your two options right now. Don't sit in the middle of the open doing nothing. Keep your Ana alive, keep your tank alive, you'll be in a good spot. You can make either of them somewhat unkillable. Instead, a Mei goes and kills your Ana. So now you're doing this thing where you run in circles again. Now you're going back in circles. Now you don't know what's happening to your tank in front of you. Your tank is assuming you're going to be there with them because you were just with them. Then you went into your back line. Now you're the one in the front line here in front of their team, and you're the one who has to now ult to get out. And here we go again to where, like, you're not getting the full value that you want. The ultimate works and you survive. Wow, they tired the tree. All right. Keep on watching here. Keep on watching. Okay. You know, okay, this is what happens, and this is what I've seen so far out of you from Brig. You don't really, it doesn't seem like the moment you see somebody, you just like, you become like a velociraptor and just forget about your team. And then like, you'll be like, oh, someone was too aggressive or somebody was doing this. You don't really focus elsewhere. You just hard focus on one player on their team, and hey, if your team gets healed, which I mean, hey, as Brig, there's one hero that will heal their teammate on accident. It's gonna be Brig because of the Inspire. But like, you just stop like caring about everything else that your team's doing. But yeah, you're not really paying attention to your teammates. You're just kind of doing your own thing, and then you're saying your teammate's too aggressive. The problem is that it's more on the lines that you're just spinning in circles and doing nothing. All right, here we go. I want to point out, you mentioned your tank being like really over-aggressive, but I feel like you've been the one who's played way too aggressive. As I say that, your Orisa actually Orisa gets in a limb. But this is fine. Be with your Orisa. You're going to dominate this. Yep. Now, at no point have you looked behind to see what's going on. You see this? Now, okay. So, let me get this straight. You're talking about how your teammate is the one playing too aggro, and we're doing exactly what I just said you were doing. At no point did you turn around to see what your teammates' HP were. At no point did you go back and try to help your team. You overextended, you got rolled, and then out of all of that, you'll probably go, I got 2 limbs, what's going on here? Where's my team? Where's the team? You're in front of their spawn doors! Replays are on my Discord. Aggressive by your Orisa. I agree. That was aggressive by your Orisa. You're gonna get rolled there anyway. So what's your plan here? What's your goal? Oh, you saw somebody. Just run at him now. Okay. Good shield. Good ult. Good job. You're a bit biased, but you want Blizzard to give Brig a bash reset when she uses Rally. That would know. Okay, that. Good job bashing out there, by the way. That was good. I like that. Zarya's out of position. That's on your Zarya. Ooh, you turned around for your team? There we go. I like that, though. Regardless of a good play, or sorry, regardless of the play right there, Like, I like that you turn for your teammates. Now I'm a little bit... this play is a bit interesting to me because it's either going to work or it's not. Okay, now who's the one overextending a little bit? Your Zarya knows you're there. Oh my, the flanking Brig. Love to see it. Now, at no point did you want to use your 3 armor packs on your Zarya, but you did a lot of damage. So, your first reaction is your Zarya comes down there to save you being out of position, grabs them to set you up for a good play, and rather than throw any armor packs at your Zarya, you decide to just tunnel vision again. You see what's happening? That was a good grab. Be careful here. I know you have your ult. Okay, good job falling back. Now your Zarya. Let's get an armor pack on your Zarya. There you go. Nice job. I'll take 1 armor pack at this point. I know there's another one there. There you go. You don't need to ult that. Good usage of not using your ult there. Well played. Know when you have Moira ult, that's very good. Okay, now be careful. Now you have ultimate, right? Keep this in mind. You do have ult. So how are you going to use this ult is the question. Now your Zarya's right there, okay? Alright, I'm okay with this. Using it to keep your team alive. Don't over-aggress. I know you have Brig ult, but Brig ult can get rolled still sometimes. I say sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Okay. So now, I really think that your biggest issue is your tunnel vision. Once you are set on, like, if you see a target to go for, or you have a play in mind, it's not... You end up just kind of in the middle of nowhere, and you tunnel vision no matter what happens. That's pretty much what I'm seeing here, is you just... That's your biggest issue. You just tunnel vision. You barely look for your teammates to give them heals if they're not in front of you, or unless it blatantly says they're critical on your team. You don't ever turn around and check on your team, and you don't keep an eye on your tank. You just assume they're out of position every time because they're not where you are. And that becomes the problem. Yep. Yeah, this is just you're just doing your own thing. Do I have a new YouTube video today? I have 3 channels right now with everyday uploads. So we have the first channel, which is the emongg one, then we have emongg 2, and then we have more emongg. First 2 channels have a lot of like different like spectating or react or sometimes bingo stuff or patch notes, all that. Channel 3 is very much rank games. And the occasional, like if we do a variety game at some point, is like the full uploads are on there. All right, you said imagine a gameplay review where the person's live. I mean, we did that with SVB. SVB wanted some coaching, so I went and coached him in some rank games, which actually people ended up liking it. It was pretty cool. Okay, so last time you played 2 aggro, and it turned into the other team eventually winning the team fight. So what's your plan this time? Zarya's going in for a little bit of energy. Zarya's in a fine spot for now because they backed up. Now you need to back up too. Now pay attention to your teammates. Teammates are going to be priority number 1 here for a second, and then you can start going to the damage after you make sure your teammates are fine. Okay, now you can be a little bit aggressive. You're fine. Don't overextend, though, okay? Okay. I mean, your team's here together. You're playing angles. I'm happy with this. You missed your Inspire proc. Back away. Now, wait a second. Okay, one thing you're doing, too, and someone pointed out earlier also, I feel like sometimes you're using your armor pack, but you're not really paying attention to who you're armor packing. Like, you're just armor packing to armor pack, and you don't have the packs when you actually need them. Does that make sense? Like, sometimes I don't even know who you're armor packing. You just throw an armor pack out and hope that it's somebody that needs it. But it could be a Junkrat missing, like, 2 HP. And when you do that, like, that's also why you can't keep some of your teammates alive, because you're just using your armor pack for fun. Also, I think you might... I don't know who's going to win this, actually. Okay, now you've hard focused on the Moira. Which could go well. Alright, not bad. I can't... Wait, how did your Zarya survive all of that? What a play. All right, let's see how your attack goes. But yeah, I mean, I already can see what, like, the major issue you're going to have is in some of these games. And obviously, we'll talk about that. But yeah, this is... I really don't think this is this game in general is on your tank playing bad or playing too aggro or overextending. There's been a couple moments, don't get me wrong. But if anything, I think you've overextended way more. Because this is what it feels like. You see what I mean? Like, who did you arm? Did you armor pack Junkrat? Ah, yes. Okay, yeah. Your armor packs definitely need work, too. Like, I just watched you... Remember, your Zarya can regen some of that HP at the beginning. So if they're not in, like, any immediate damage taken, you don't have to use... Like, now you do. Yes, that's a fine armor pack there. But, like, before that, be careful, by the way. All right, your teammates are getting fixed. You're fine. They're just mashing buttons. Exactly. Should be an easy take for you. Yeah. Your Junkrat actually just popped off, to be honest with you. So yeah, just to talk about this very quickly, your number one issue, in my opinion, is you tunnel vision so hard. And you're not even like, you mentioned, oh, my tank is playing too aggro. The problem is you never were even given like the team fights a chance. As in like, you weren't scanning what was happening. Why was your Zarya aggressive? Why was your teammates playing passive? Why were you on the front line a lot of the time? You need to work on not seeing a target and just going in and not just using an armor pack to use an armor pack. Like, you get better at that, you'll be fine and you'll climb. But this is, I don't look at this as like a tank issue, and your team won, and I think that you can improve greatly from more playing with your team and less I see somebody and I am going to only go for this person and that's that. Have fun. You'll benefit a ton from that, and the armor pack increase. Otherwise, you'll kind of keep doing the same thing. You'll have games where you win, and then games where people will keep eliminating you over and over again, and you can't default to, oh, it has to be my tank's fault, because, you know what I mean? Like, you recognize the things that you're doing and improve on those. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe. All 3 YouTubes if you haven't. If you want to submit your own Spectator, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. That's where you do that. We record these live on stream. That's the Twitch chat right below the webcam, so stop by if you haven't. We have a lot of fun here. With that being said, hope you have an amazing day/night.